see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we
How you doing, Globo? I'm doing pretty good.
Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I.
All right, fellas, welcome to week 5 of the Fireside chat. Unfortunately, we don't have any fire. I thought I'd bring some candles out because he was close. He was so close. Like, oh man, I prepped. Fireplace is ready, but hey, man, deal's a deal. All right, Nike, let's give him the rankings. I think we all know. Let's be honest. It's Globo's league, and we're just playing in it. I mean, and make matters worse, after hearing all week that Roshan's going to get more looks, I trade Swift. Swift goes off. What do you know? Globo's just going to take over at this point. Number 2, we got the Tots. Man, that's a insane. I mean, this goes for a couple of our matchups. That Monday Night Football finish had everybody on the edge of their seats. Tough loss, mainly because if that Amari Cooper 70-yard tutty isn't called back, you pull that out. But man, Tots are still cooking, but got a little overcooked last week. Number 3, the real deeds, Red Lightning, man. Woo! Sheesh. That's kind of unfair, man. A freaking tackle. What was it on Montgomery, I believe? Montgomery Gibbs, can't remember. But yeah, the tackle for lost cost, Derek. It's laughable. It really is at this point. I kind of feel bad. Number 4, Jeff Fisher. And who would have thought possibly the best 1-2 quarterback receiver connection would have been Sam Darnold and frickin' Jetta Jefferson. That's wild. Who would have thought? Not us. Number 5, yours truly. I'll be honest, I got fucking lucky. I think if I played 3 other people, I win, including you, Cheddar. But other than that, hey, it's fantasy. I lucked out. Don't think it's going to continue. The luck's run dry. I had to search the waiver wire for almost a quarter or third of my spots. Phillies on bye. Hey, watch out for Ray. You know what I'm talking about if you watch the Olympics. Number 6. Oh, Ramrod. Ramrod coming back. With the Love returning. And, I mean, damn, what a second half. Tale of two halves. But as long as the Love stays healthy, dude can sling it. Drake London's coming through. And, man, don't look now, but you might have an RB1 or 2 creeping up on your bench. Bucky Irvin. Great grab. Number 7, we got the Street. Or the Cheeks. A.K.A. the Stroud Hass. Man, Debo being back is going to be big, but that also hurts Juwan Al-Ghalib. I mean, he's a dog too, though, so who knows? They might not get enough touches where it's worth starting both. Kind of interested to see. I mean, people need receivers. Like, maybe you put them up on the trade block. And this goes in real life. I mean, that dude can fly. But man, maybe the number 2 1-2 selection, Nico and Stroud. Who would have thought Nico Collins? But dude's a dog. Number 8, Cheddar. Man, tough week. Losing Rasheed. Hopefully it's not season ending because that's going to be tough. Brees, I think, is going to bounce back. He went up against probably the best defense in the league, the Broncos. Too bad they have no fucking offense to back it up. Yeah, man. If you're going to take a shot, don't miss. Number 9, respectfully, Saj. Dude, I've studied this, and this pains me, man. Saj, you're number 3 in points, killing it. But you're number 1 in points against. That's fucking tough. Like that, I mean, that's pain. Pains me. But heads up, Swaggy, it's early. And I think everything's going to correct itself. There's just some fishy shit this first 4 weeks. Number 10, we got the Harrison campaign. The Vikings allowing that comeback, JA, was tough. I mean, fantasy, it can go either way in so many aspects. But when you look down that matchup, the biggest thing is, dude, the Vikings just don't allow another touchdown, you win. That's tough. Butters, I'll be honest, man. You went up against a chainsaw. Nothing you could have done. I mean, I think Globo's just going to domino this league, keep the trophy since he never sent it to me, and put his name on it again. I mean, Globo's going to do what Globo wants to do at this point. Number 12. Man, who shot you? Kyle, it's another tough loss. Biggest thing is Mark Andrews. Is it the point where you bench him? Because he gave you an egg, and you lost by 1. I mean, you could have played almost anyone in that tight end slot, and you get the win. That's tough, man. I will say, season's looking up and up. You wanted to probably be at 500 when they come back, but you do have Chubb and Hawkinson. They're both suiting up. Let's see how they kind of go through everything this next week or two. But hey, man, that might be good trade bait. I don't know. Let's see how that goes. But then again, Hawkinson, I think, is going to fucking kill it. But the Vikings, Chubb, it's just going to have to be how that tear and everything rehealed. Number 13. Pistols, man. You were there. That sucks. But at this point, we might need to call you the Daisy Red Riders. It's not getting any better. I mean, I think at some point your Chiefs team's going to turn it around. It looks better, especially now with what you have. Mahomes has to throw it to Kelsey. So unless they add a receiver and trade, which you're not going to get Devontae, but I think Kelsey's going to, by force, get back to his ways. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough this week with your matchup, which means no fire. But we're all rooting for you, man. Number 14. Shit, you left the pie in too long. The pie went bad. Put it on the shelf or, on the windowsill. Someone fucking took it. But, man, the fuckberry's getting fucked. And mostly that starts with Anthony Richardson. Man, at this point, I don't know if you can trust him just yet, especially when he's still hurt. I like your pickup. Put in Derek Carr, man. At this point, what else do you have to lose? And that wraps up our rankings, which will lead us right into our matchups. So, going off of what I said last week, take everything I say now with a grain of salt. I went 2 of 6. So, honestly, take whatever I pick, fade it, they're going to win. Which starts off with me and Butters. I'm not doing it just to fade myself, but honestly, I think Butters has this. I don't have Philadelphia or Hopkins, so I'm down pretty bad. As mentioned earlier, had to really look on the waiver wire this week, doing some long shots with Ray and the tight end out of Green Bay, but I think that's gonna play out. But Butters, you have no Devontae, which sucks, or Laporta, but I think overall matchup wise, you're gonna pull this out and give me my first loss. Next up, we got Cheddar versus Globo. Cheddar's got a full team, no one on bye. Globo has Pollard out. Don't think it matters. I think Globo's just going to, even though Cheddar I think is favored in this matchup, Globo's just going to keep. You can't pick against him until he loses. And it doesn't look like he's going to lose anytime soon. I'm hoping Swift comes back to normal, because if not, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Next up, we got, respectfully, Saj versus the Cheeks. Saj has no Spears or Palmer. I don't think that's a huge deal. Spears is obviously the RB2 in Tennessee, so you're not really losing much. Palmer hasn't done a whole lot. Who has out there in LA? Cheeks has a full team. But based on what I said earlier, I think things start to come back to the way they should, respectfully, Saj gets the win. Up next, we got Ramrod versus Who Shot Ya. Ramrod has no Goff, no Amon Ra, and no Jameson. Man, what a team to have. No Detroit. Because when that team is fucking cooking, they are cooking. Damn. Who Shot Ya has a full team. And based on that, I'm going to go with Who Shot Ya. Tough hill to climb, Ramrod. Got a lot of big guys down. It's going to be hard to replace those points, and because of that, I'm going with Who Shot Ya. Up next, we got Pistols versus the Tots. Pistols has no David Montgomery or Calvin Ridley. Shoot, at this point, does it even hurt not to have Calvin Ridley? Like that, that's wild. Why pay a guy, what is it, $16 million a year, and I think he's wide receiver 4 with them right now? Fucking ridiculous. Tots has no Dobby. Everyone likes Dobby. And that's why we still go with the Tots. Tots are fucking hot, man. It's hard to pick against them. Again, if it doesn't come down to a 70-yard callback, Tots are still undefeated. Up next, we got Jeff Fisher versus Fuckberry. Jeff Fisher has a full team. No one's on bye. Fuckberry has no Lad McConkey or Quentin Johnson, QJ out of Chargers, whatever. I don't think it matters. Jeff Fisher, he's been cooking it up sometimes. You got to go backward to go forward, Dylan. Jeff Fisher's learned that over the years, and I think this is when you might need to, like I said earlier, you sit Richardson and you start David Carr. And last but not least, we got the Harrison campaign versus Red Lightning. Harrison campaign has no Gibbs, which is tough. That was a strong showing. Don't know if that's going to be week to week, though. That Detroit probably has the best RB1, RB2 backfield in the league. So it's kind of just going to be not month to month, week to week. Fucking idiot. On who gets the most touches. Red Lightning, full squad, and because of that, Red Lightning. I mean, Red Lightning's a wagon, just like Globo, and if you got a full squad, it's going to be really hard to pick against those guys. And that leads us to our next quick segment, Things to Watch. So here's what I'm thinking. Jaden Daniels, dude, Cheeks. What a grab. No, not Cheeks. Who has Jaden? I'm fucking up. Well, it's going to happen. Somebody got Jaden at a huge grab. I'm going blank, but whoever got Jaden, good for fucking you. I mean, a lot of us, it started earlier once Allen went off the board. You had that QB just spree. And picking up Daniels that late is big. That's huge. Wish I could fucking think of who hasn't. God damn it. I'll come back to that. Number 2, Team Cheeks. Man, I got to circle back to it. Stroud and Nico 1-2. That's huge. Let's hope it continues. But I mean, Nico's putting up so many yards, but also there's so many people to get the ball. Like Tank Dell's itching to have his breakout this year. Diggs is going to be a bitch if this keeps up and he's not wide receiver 1 or they're in contention. So I think that'll slow down, but still, what a setup. Number 3, my team to watch. I have 2 this week. Jeff Fisher and Globo. Man, I think just 2 solid teams. Globo is always going to be the team to watch. Jeff Fisher is looking pretty good this week. Like I said, full team. Scoring, he's putting in who needs to be in. He's been real efficient. So yeah, Jeff Fisher and Globo. And my pickup of the week. Who would have thought, after everyone bitching about kickers and defenses, Jerry, with defense number 2, the Broncos. Dude, that's a huge pickup. It's not a flattering pickup, but dude, I mean, I think based on what they've done through 4 weeks, why not go with them? You're going to hope that they produce more turnovers, maybe some points off turnovers. I haven't got a few yet, but they're holding everyone to minimal yards. Yeah, great pickup, Jerry. God damn it, who has Jalen? Or Jaden? I'm going to say it's Globo, and if it's Globo, we're all just fucked. Like, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Fuck. All right. Last but not least, everyone's favorite. The bets. Went 1-1 last week. Told you, back to Vikings. They almost fucking blew it. I blew whatever I was thinking was going to happen with the Cardinals. I should have reversed that and gone with Jaden. But oh well, we went 1-1. Hey, we basically broke even. I'll take that any week, which puts us at 4-7 for the year. So hey, we're on plus money, but we got to keep this up. And that leads us to, actually no, 4-7. That puts me like at 45%. Never mind. God, we got to turn it around this week. And that's where we will. Colts money line. Take it. I think they're going to turn around if Joey Flacco is still in the game. Flacco slings it, man. He knows how to manage a game. He doesn't force mistakes. If Flacco's in, Colts win. In our, I'm going to keep it simple. None of this combination of shit. Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown. Odds aren't out. I'm going to think that's going to be like, man, I'm going to go plus like 110. He's due. It's week 5. Who else is Mahomes going to throw it to? Take the Kelce anytime TD. Well, fellas, wax up. Week 5. See you next week. Booyah!